Howdy folks. Welcome to another little makeshift episode of Real Country with Jeff and Melanie. Once again, it's late in the evening. Had a rough night last night. Stayed up late. Shouldn't have. But had some things going on that couldn't be helped, so we kind of been bumming around today. Got up late this morning, which is very unusual. And if I didn't know it's fixing to be May, I would swear that we're looking at March. Take a look at these treetops right here. I mean, they're swinging and swaying like Danny Kaye. It is cool. I don't think the high today, if it broke out to low 70s, it'd amaze me. It feels like spring of the year or early fall. But anyway, as I had said in a previous video, we had bunnies last night, so that's great. Miss Flopsy Mopsy is doing fine. I haven't tried to disturb them too much, but if you haven't seen the video, check it out. And like I said, we got at least 4 little kits. I didn't dig deep into the little nesting box, don't want to disturb them, but we'll have future videos on that. Yesterday, I came out here and we planted according to the signs of the Farmer's Almanac, and it said that yesterday and today were excellent days for peas and butter beans. So we planted 4 rows of black-eyed peas and 4 rows of butter beans, and meant to do some more, but just run out of daylight. So today I'm about to run out of daylight again, which here lately is my normal. But we did get out here and I was able to plant me a row of jambalaya okra. We had ordered that from the Hoss Seed Company. It's supposed to be fantastic, so we're looking forward to that. And I just got through seeding, that's what y'all were watching me do, some good old squash, and I did some I call them Santa Claus peas, they call them snow peas. And what else was it? That was it. So I got, like, I think 1 row of okra, I believe 1 row of okra, and a row of peas, and a row of squash. I believe that's it. And I got 1 row yet to fill. And because right now the signs are good for above ground crops, I got to check it tonight because I know I won't be able to do it tonight, but I'm getting ready to put my tomatoes in the ground. And I believe I talked about this last year in another video. We can go back and check, but just in case anybody didn't see it, we're going to do it again. A couple years ago, I learned from Mr. Tim Farmer, Tim Farmer's Country Kitchen. We enjoy watching his channel and stuff, program. We're borrowing part of his method and setting out our tomatoes in homemade cages. We stake them in the ground with a T-post. We take a 5-gallon bucket, drill holes in it, and put 4 in the corners, supposedly, if it was square, of a 5-gallon bucket. We drill holes in the sides, a couple little weeping holes in the bottom, but everywhere I drilled a hole in the side toward the bottom, I'll set a tomato plant. So I'll actually wind up with 4 plants in 1 cage with a 5-gallon bucket in the middle, and then as we grow, we'll fill that with compost tea and rabbit manure and fill it up with water, and all day long it'll slowly trickle out. And then the tomatoes grow up and the big homemade cage will support them. I'll show you, I started laying them out. I'm going to have to make some more because we're going to have a mess of tomatoes. We got a bunch of them ready to plant. But what we're going to do is drive a T-post in the ground and we'll connect it to the cage to support it. The bucket will be in the center, and then I'll plant a tomato all the way around. There'll be 4 tomatoes. As they grow up, you can reach in, pull out your tomatoes. Now, we learned this, like I said, from Mr. Tim Farmer. All the credit goes to his show, but it works. So I'm just backing up what he said. He's smarter than I am. But check out his video and his channel. He can probably tell you better than I can. But we've tried it and we've enjoyed it. And it works real good. And I'm going to have at least another row. We've got the cages. I know they're hard to see. I've got 2 cages here. And tomorrow I'll try to get out here and put my T-post in the ground, and we'll try to show you that. Set the buckets up and go ahead and set out the tomatoes around there, because tomatoes are ready to go in the ground, and I'm ready to get them in the ground. I'm afraid if I leave them out here too long, one of my squirrels will decide they want a nutritious snack worse than I do. But folks, like I said yesterday, we showed you some tilling up, and we showed you some of my laying off my rows with my push plow. So today I didn't want to bore you with laying off the rows, but we're setting them out, and what I'm going to do is come back just a minute, and we've already got the seeds in the ground. You can see right here, there's my little snow peas and little green dots right there. Right here is some of my squash. And then in here, it's hard to see. These are teeny tiny little seeds. I think that's one right there in front of my finger. But that's the jambalaya okra. We're really looking forward to trying that out. But I'm going to come through with my hoe just quick as I turn the camera off so I don't bore everybody. We're going to cover those up, and it's time to gather the last quail eggs of the night and give them some fresh water. And I'm ready to go in the house hunting me some supper. It's been a long day. But thank y'all for watching. Keep up with us if you will. We're going to have more farming, more planting. Got some rabbit hutches I've got to start building, rabbit tractors. I've got to start working on my hen house because my little baby chicks in the house. I need to do an update on that. We need to get them outside for too long and put them in the hen house. And see what else. Got a sweet potato update. I'm fixing to set them out on my next day. That's good for planting in the ground according to the signs of the almanac. So we're going to be making up some beds and having some containers, raised beds, containers, so just stick with us. More to come. So if you will and you like them, please hit the like, subscribe, tell your friends, and until next time, good Lord's willing, the creek don't rise. We'll see y'all on down the road. Thank y'all for stopping by. Good evening.